a dream.
Hello, my lovely wolf pack, and today Nagato Uzumaki has dropped, and we'll be starting off today's video with the patch notes, which I'm very excited for, but also later on in today I will be making a video on my nitpicks on one of the jutsus. But first, let's get into this. So first off, we have aesthetic scroll change today in the shop until 2 weeks from now. I think it's 2 weeks. I think it's based every 2 weeks. We have the scientific ninja tool Crimson Star. We have the six-tailed Centurion row from male. The thunder sword for the 7th hidden miss ninja, the release. We have special outfit Uchiha armored and ceiling tag fake. This is set to update schedule on the 12th of is it this month? This month, yeah, 12th this month. So, grind out those esoteric scrolls as much as you can and try to get this. Moving on, we have the patch notes for attack type, Vanishing Rasengan, added effect that increases enemy ninja tool cooldown. Acrobatic technique, added effect that removes stun time on hit. Lightning Chakra mode, increase secret technique gauge needed for activation. Increase attack speed when secret technique ninjutsu is active. 8 touch chakra mode, increase secret technique gauge needed for activation. Increase ninjutsu damage. Tailed beast 8 twist, secret technique additional input. Increase damage dealt to enemies. I think that this here is gonna be meta. And that is something I'm very looking forward to. Lightning Chakra mode for a while until Kurama Link came out. It for me was meta for Flag. I can't wait to see more Rasengans. I hate Rasengans, so I can't wait to see more of those in this game. The 8 touch Chakra mode is basically a one shot. It should have always been a one shot, in my opinion. Always. And now we have the range type. Range type only has one, and a lot of people don't fuck with C4 Kurua, but I do. Alright, one of the most main reasons I'm upset they've nerfed hiding in Ash. My favorite thing used to be is the being hiding in Ash on a base underground and just pop that shit. You know they're gonna come at me because I'm underground. I'm capping the base. Boom, C4 Kurua. You can either take it or you lose that, or you miss out taking the base. I used it for not only to kill people, but as a diversion or something that people aren't going to want to be next to, so my team can get the objective. With it reduced secret technique gauge for activation, you could get that a lot faster now, and I think one of the builds I could see working with that is the Chameleon. I think that would be really cool to have with it, so I will try that out as a build at some point when we're able to use jutsu outside of Hero Festival. I'm not going to use my jutsu because I do have the jutsu. I'm just not going to use it in Hero, Quick Match, Ninja World League until he comes out. Okay? So, next is defense. Defense type, Needle Art. No, Ninja Heart, Nido Jizo. Decreased ninjutsu cooldown time. I think it still went down to 13 seconds, I believe. Boruto Stream has went down to 13 seconds. It has also decreased ninjutsu cooldown time. Super expansive ninjutsu. Reduced super technique gauge needed for activation. People might sleep on these, but anything can be used for meta and in comp. Alright, it depends on your team and how you want to use it. I can see this being very useful on base with the right loadout in jutsu, especially with your teammates. Hit and miss jutsu. Reduce secret technique gauge needed for activation. And I think there's some more. Hold on. Bam, there they go. So, hit and miss jutsu. Reduce secret technique gauge needed for activation. Change from decreased target movement speed to decreased target action speed with intensified effects. I have to be put in that to see what that is. They have also changed from increased ally movement speed to increased ally action speed with intense effects. I think that is literally saying that your allies will get how Shishuichi has Orobogo, whatever how you pronounce it, or basically Super Light Boater, or the Flash Pill. Your whole allies get that buff now. I think that's what that means. Don't quote me on that. I'm sorry because like Bandai Soleil keeps changing the fucking things. I don't know exactly what they're saying, but you know that's them. Okay, so moving on to heal type. Byakugan decreased ninjutsu cooldown time. Now, I'm happy for this because Byakugan, as many know, and if you don't know, gives your entire team an attack buff with their, I don't think it's jutsu, but it's their melee. Okay, so it's very beneficial for defenses and attacks mostly in a combat or base situation if your team does so to run it. That's why I'm happy, but they didn't need to do it, and I'm gonna let you guys know why in one of my videos later today. Okay, moving on. Mind Transmission Jutsu further reduces target secret technique gauge. Mind Transfer Clone Jutsu reduction of target secret technique gauge intensify and effect now begins before additional input. Okay, let me see what the rest of it says. Effects now began before additional input instead of after additional input. So now when you just get hit by it, instead of the second input of when they put the paper bomb on you, I don't know if that's for the regular or the ult. I think it's probably for both, to be honest. Now when you just get hit by it, it goes down. So you just gotta try not to get hit by that. Ninja Art, Mitonic Regeneration, reduce secret technique gain for activation. Great, love it. Giving love to more Uzumaki Jutsu. Mitonic Regeneration, the Byakugo Seal, I think is how you pronounce it. The little diamond on the head. Yeah, that is an Uzumaki Jutsu. I have had to have arguments with people because they say, well, it's a Tsunade Jutsu or it's a Senju. No, it came from the Uzumaki clan. Okay. Alright. Rebalanced weapons. Defense type. Sword weapons. Increased damage dealt to enemies by certain strong ground attacks. Increased damage dealt to enemies by certain strong air attacks. Applicable weapons are swords. Are Crimson Longsword, Jet Black Longsword, Black Sword, Shibuki. Basically, all the swords that when you press triangle, you do a little grounded helicopter spin. Yeah, that's basically what that goes for. Then here we got sharp skin weapons. Now it's easier to break an enemy's guard with certain strong guard attacks. Now easier to break an enemy's guard with certain strong aerial attacks. The sharp skin seal, basically all the sharp skins, guys. I think if you put on the accessory, I forgot the name of it, where it says it makes it easier to break guards, and you put on the attack skill, reckless charge, I think that's an instant guard break. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna have to try it out, but I think you can stack it to be very, very broken and powerful. Alright, so moving on. The scythe weapons increase damage dealt to enemies by certain strong grounded attacks. The giant scythe, the violent scythe, the love shade scythe, the chocolate marshmallow. Fan weapons increase damage dealt to enemies by certain strong grounded attacks. So these are all for grounded guys. Giant fan, crimson giant fan, love shade, giant fan, paddle. Hell, I think even Madara's fan, right? I'm actually curious if it's only by grounded because both these weapons have an aerial triangle, so I wonder if it's not just a triangle. Well, no, strongest triangle, so I guess the aerial triangle is just not broken. Well, that's good. That's good for the fan, cause jump triangle of our fan is broken as it is. To make that stronger, would be a complete imbalance. But for the scythe triangle is a downward slash, just like the long sword and the Zabuza sword and all that. So, I wonder if it's certain combos like square square triangle or square triangle that gives you an added boost in power, or is this triangle in general? Like, what are the strong attacks? Because I think that's weird that the scythe, it has an aerial. Moving on the twin sword release, Hira, I can't pronounce it. Increased damage dealt to enemies by certain strong ground attacks. Kagamase sword, increased damage dealt to enemies by certain strong grounded attacks. Increased damage dealt to enemies by certain strong air attacks. The Kagamase sword, I can see that's gonna be fucking broken. The twin sword, not many people use it on the ground. It's always in the air with the helicopter, right? That's mostly when I see it. That makes me feel like it's not always about the damn triangle, cause nobody uses the Himura twin sword release on the ground. Like, the money maker on that damn sword is the aerial triangle that you can't it's basically you caught it, and then people try to come in from the side, they get hit by it because of the hitbox on it. Nobody uses the grounded triangle because it's not really good for combat, and it's not good for base. It's not good for combat because the frame rate with it doesn't connect sometimes. It doesn't. I'm gonna say tons, more often than not, it doesn't connect. And on base, you're not clearing off a crowd with that. The blast sword explosions still increase damage to enemies. That I can't wait for. And then something about the cast character Naruto, probably for Hero Festival. And that is it. New VR Master has been added. Train under them via the ninjutsu library to receive special ninjutsu items. Nagato reanimation special training. And here you have the summoning Gedo statue that fires a dragon, target hits. If you use this, as the description says, you will be put at 1 HP afterwards. And then here for the chameleon, summoning chameleon and grant the user invisibility. You can't be locked on, but you can lock on to others, but it slows the user's action speed. Okay, the effects end upon attacking or being attacked by enemies. So this jutsu doesn't debuff your enemies, but it debuffs you. You can be hit out of it. I'll just cover that part of the video in another one, okay guys? And that will do it for today's video. I will cover the rest later. See ya.